Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a fun brewing. I think I'm just going to let y'all watch while I brew some of my happy-go-lucky mead. We're going to be doing some white peach mead today. It's going to be kind of sexy. It's going to get you going. It's going to make you feel all kinds of womanly and manly at the same time. It's going to get you all kinds of slippery dippery duck. We're going to have a heck of a good time today. So first you want to start by getting your pot ready. 1 gallon if you're going to do a basic small batch like I am. I'm going to do 170 degrees on the boil. While we get that going, we're going to go ahead and start chopping up some peaches. We're going to get that prepped and ready to go. And we're going to be using white peaches for the majority of this. That way you guys can see. We got a bunch of them. We've got about 3 pounds, I believe. White peaches. So we're going to go and skin these. Get these chopped up, skinned. Yeah. That's good. Get that heated up. Those of you who don't know, white peach is a very sweet, very specific time of season that you're allowed to even have it going. It's a very particular form of peach, but it's very sweet, and you can usually just eat it right there, right off the bat, as soon as you get it off that tree. It's really good. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if anybody's ever brewed mead. I don't know what they're broadcasting my stupid stream as, or if it's even broadcasting at all, because I know how this stupid thing likes to crash on me. I can't see any comments because they're on my phone. And I'm sorry about the poor quality of everything, including my AI. Stop it. Stop being a dick. No, you stupid piece of crap. There we go. Stupid AI monitoring system. It's really choppy and unique, but if you're on a budget, you're just kind of trying to stream and chill out, totally worth it. You can get them on Amazon for like 20, 30 bucks. Normally I already have all the prepping done and the oh, look what we've done in the end game already cooked, so I can show you guys. But because this is brewing, I thought I'd just let y'all watch and hang out while I enjoy doing this. We've got 3 pounds of peaches to skin here. You have to always make sure you sanitize all your equipment. You have to make sure you sanitize anything that's going to be touching your musk. Your must is the mixture of water and honey that you use to properly ferment the beginning stages of a mead. And we're going to be using a different recipe. I've never done this before, so we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing about a gallon worth. So hopefully this is worth it. I really, really freaking hope it's worth it. And I'm your sexy cook. You call me Chad. Just kidding. Don't. All right, now time to get the beach pit. Be careful, these things are slippery and will ruin your hands. You let it slice right in your freaking hands. Oh my god. So close. Yeah, like a melon baller or something like this. Okay, I love how I go through all the trouble of sanitizing stuff, and then there's a stupid little fly flying around and being a little butthole. You suck. You suck so hard, dude. Hate this fly. I don't even know how I got in here. I virtually never have my windows open or my door open. Ever. And somehow it gets in here. For those of you who don't know, mead is a very honey-based wine. It's very sweet. It is an alcohol. So if you are not over the age of 18, like I have advised you watch this channel, go the hell away. Probably don't need to be watching me brew this. This is going to be a Skyrim style drink. And it's going to be so sweet just watching me do this. Yeah, just watch. Just watch me do this for like God knows however long. Yeah, I like that. I like to do this. Kind of wish I was out fishing right now. Hanging out. Chilling. Enjoying my day. But I get to do this. This is soothing. It's not an ASMR thing, but it is very soothing to cut stuff up. Hear the sound of it scraping. That's satisfying. There we go. Get that each bit out. You ever just like look at one of these things and think, "Holy crap! That looks like a little piece of an alien." You know, you eat the peach pit and something come freaking crawling, busting out of your chest. Go, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, beautiful. 100% taste my meat in your mouth. But today we're not cooking meat. I mean, I will later, but I'm not gonna stream that. Screw you guys. I'm not cooking any like weird, funky, fancy things right now. Just meal preps, just basic lean beef, and other stuff like that. I was hoping to have a lot more video game cooking, but unfortunately, the amount of money that goes into the ingredients for me to be able to cook that for this show is ridiculous. One day. So once you sanitize everything, what you want to do, just for those or anybody who's watching, hanging out, what you're gonna want to do. By the way, I can't see any comments or read anything for some stupid reason because it's on my phone. What you want to do is you want to start a gallon of water if you're doing a small basic batch of a gallon. You want to go ahead and put it and heat it up to 170 degrees. You want to make sure you have a lot of honey, a lot of honey, and you get that going. And once that water reaches a special temperature, effectively what you're going to want to do is you're going to remove the brew pot and water from the heat source. You want to do it while it's still on the heat source. You want to add the honey, but don't do it while it's still like hot. The honey will sink down to the bottom. If it's still on the heat source, there's a high risk the honey might get scorched at the very bottom. So what you want to do is effectively, most recipes will say, hey, you should boil the honey or boil water with the honey. You don't want to do that because it can remove a lot of the sweetness. It can ruin the honey and kind of release any kind of aromas and mess up how your honey reacts with the yeast cultures and even make it kind of dank and stanker. Like a butthole. There you go. Just like that movie. Yeah, cut my hand. Super hot. It's so hot, guys. Oh my god. Because we're making the nectar of the gods. Yes. Sweet nectar of the gods. Sweet nectar of the gods. Oh yeah, to be honest, I really don't even think I need this many pieces. But because I'm doing a gallon, I'm gonna do 4 out of 8. So I'm gonna do about 1.5 pounds of peaches, just to kind of see, because I'm gonna make a puree out of it. I'm gonna blend a bunch of stuff together, and it's getting really, really loud. Actually, I may not need to. I may just be able to do this. Everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. If you all want the video game cookbook stuff to come back, like I made my Overwatch cooking, you should hit me up. I can get you the name of the book if you're interested in that, or if you just want to see me do it, you just donate to the links below in the Twitch channel. I'm not sure if I linked anything in the YouTube channel. I probably should have done that, but that's all right. We've got a Patreon at Maricus, and we've got a. Actually, I think we got two. Was it a GoFundMe? It's like no, it's a. I think there's two Patreon. I can't remember. There's two things in my Twitch down low. One's for cooking, and one's just for if anybody wanted to help go towards the studio that I built. Yeah, look at that. That's sweet. That's what we want. All right. So, I'm gonna get that done. Get a spoon after I rinse off my hands here. Now, I had to use a special sanitization. I had to dip everything, including this, into said sanitization to ensure nothing was ruined by any foreign cultures, anything like that. So, I had to sanitize this sweet spoon. So what we're going to do is now that the spoon's been sanitized, I'm going to use it to scoop out the centers of the peach. And that way that'll be ready to go. I'll toss out the trash and then leave the peaches on the cutting board. That way I can chop them up. And a small hint of sugar, just a pinch. They're already very, very sweet. And we're already adding like 1.5 pounds to freaking to 3 pounds of honey. Oh man, yeah. I mean, I always knew that spooning was normally easy, but I didn't think it'd be this hard. It would be much easier if I had a millimolar. But for those who had seen the last cooking segment I did, like several months ago, I did not have a melon baller for what was required for the Diva drink, so we weren't able to do that. Go 2 more and we're almost done. Oh yeah, yeah. What a peach, I tell you, gosh, Jeff, such a Jeff. Let's put all these back in here. And then we're going to go ahead and toss the garbage. peaches back. So we're going to get rid of the knife now that we're done with that one. Go ahead and get not that one, this one. This particular knife for some basic dicing. I'm basically just going to be, I should have got the chopper because we're going to be chopping fine. But that's alright. Because a peach is a peach, no matter the beach. This sounds like something stupid Riley would say. Crap. Just had one go plop through the hole. Just got straight down. That's right. We just, gosh, this went right down in there. Jeez. Slid right in. Oh, so wide. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. And here you see, children, this is what an antelope's butthole looks like. For anybody who hasn't seen South Park, y'all need to go watch it. It's I think it's the second or third season. They have an episode where they make fun of Steve Irwin for basically doing the pissing off animals. Oh crikey, that animal's 15 times my size. It could kill a man in a single bite. I'm gonna stick my thumb in its asshole. All kinds of fun. See, everybody likes to stream, but nobody has any quality in their streams. I like streaming my cooking, and I'm not good at it by any means. I just love doing it. And I want people to understand that you can afford to cook healthy, clean meals or just have a fun hobby. If you actually get out, and video gaming is not a hobby. If you say so otherwise, go fuck yourself. Let's be honest. Video games are not a hobby. They're just a fucking waste of your time. They're fun, but they're not a hobby. Hobbies are something that are creative, that you create, and things that can take up your time, and often either relax or challenge you. When you create, that's the fine difference. People have hobbies like frisbee golf. It's exercise. It's good for you. You can argue the left brain, right brain bullshit. I don't give a crap. Video games are garbage and trash. They're fun to play, but trash for you as a person and your health. Okay, now that all the peaches are done and chopped up, that's enough for my gallon. I'm going to rinse off my hands again. You don't want to introduce any kind of foreign objects, honestly, any kind of foreign cultures that can mess up your honey. So effectively what we're going to have to do is per gallon, what we're going to have to do here, I'm going to walk over here as it slowly starts to rotate. Come on, come this way. Come on this way. There we go. What we're going to have to do here is I want you. Maybe let's go. Yes, you. Stop touching something that's not sanitized. Damn it. Here we go. Okay, where's my potassium sorbate? No, that. To prevent yeast. No, it's the pectic enzyme. Let's see. Let's see, that destroys pulp from fruit. Yeast nutrient. Here we go. Okay. All right, so what we're going to use is we're going to use a yeast nutrient when we add the yeast. Before we finalize this, basically, it gives it a booster and it helps keep it healthy throughout the fermentation process. You add 1 teaspoon per gallon, recommended for when you brew wine, beer, mead, and cider. I use North Mountain Supply. You can get a lot of stuff from them. In fact, I even use, so I've got that. I've actually got potassium sorbate, which is effectively designed to not kill the yeast, but halt the fermentation process. Basically, it stops them from turning things into more sugar and fermenting it, so you can back sweeten and add more honey if you want when you're done. We've got pectic enzyme. Effectively, what this does is if you add fruit or any kind of pulp or puree or anything like that, like I'm going to do on the surface, effectively what this does is this actually removes and helps dissolve any of that excess pulp that you can't get out or you have a hard time sifting out. So this is useful. But we're going to be making spice, and we're going to be spicing it with some basal. Yeah. It is a mulling blend designed specifically. Oh god, that smells so freaking. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh god. By the gallon, measure 1 cup of spice, blend to a. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, this is for wines. This is for. I thought that was during. That'd be it. All right, let's go back this way. Let's go. Come on. God, you are so damn slow. Come on. Holy hell. All right. I've got this to 170 degrees. I'm going to take it off. I've boiled anything that might be in the water out. 170. That's good. Don't need to go any further. Okay. Stop it. All right, and this is when I also need to get my potassium. Shit. What is it called? Oh yeah, Campton. Campton. Crap. Sorry about that. All right, so this is. All right. Basically, this is just something you add when you add the to the must. It helps keep it alive. Um, it helps stabilize it, keeps it from infection. Blah 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 blah. Okay, you can stop following my arm. Stop it. Stop it. How much is it per gallon? I think it is one per gallon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I need to. Okay, that's done. Turn that off. Where's my honey at? I actually have a local beekeeper I know. He actually has his own bees. We're going to be using his honey. His honey is actually very different this year because the bees have done something interesting for this region. They have decided because of the amount of rain that we had, they did not pollinate clove plant. They pollinate every other flower you can imagine in the Ozark Mountains. Okay, so what we're going to do, it's very aromatic, it smells very flowery. I mean, just get those hints. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to add this entire thing in there. And because I don't like to waste honey, I sanitized this particular scoop. So I can get in there. I will recycle the mason jar for him. because he gave me the greatest gift of all, the Christmas spirit. Just kidding. Don't even care. This is where it gets really freaking messy. I hate. Crap. The amount of honey is dripping on the side. Shit. And all. Just don't want ants. Freaking hate ants. Did it dribble down? Oh god, it did. No! No! Little buggers. Oh, okay. Jeez. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, okay. Oh god. Okay, now I've done that, I need to add the Camden tablet. I haven't done this in quite some time, so forgive me. I'm a little mustard. That's terrible. And it's 1 gallon. Get that dissolved. So now that you're mixing the honey and the gallon of water with that pill, should be dissolving. If I'm correct, I believe so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. It's been so long since I've done this. So forgive me. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now that I have everything I need put together, you're going to end up getting, I like to use their buckets. You can use any bucket, just make sure it's sanitized and it's a gallon at least, and you'll be good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this. I sanitize the entire table, the entire freaking table. And yes, this table is actually made out of pennies and lacquered in pennies. I don't know if y'all can see that. Son of a bitch! What? All right. Oh, my stand fell over. Fuck. Fuck. You little bastard. That's what I get. That is what I get. Okay. Whatever. It happens. I didn't sanitize that. Okay, now that that's all been mixed together, take this, set that down right there. We take the pot of good, mixing it in here. And we're actually going to add some extra water, just because I know that that's not quite a gallon yet. That proper fermentation. And I want to get the most out of my batch, and I've got plenty of room, and there'll be plenty of air, room for the air and stuff like that. There we go. That's a good amount. All right, so our deal is very, very full right now. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up adding the yeast. Now that I have added that, actually I need to add the fruit shit. We take all our peaches. Gently slide the white peaches into that. Now that the peaches are in there, there's something else I was going to add. I can't remember what it was. I'm not drinking on stream. Who does that? No one ever does that. Don't be like that. All right. What was that I was going to do? Oh, yeah. I was going to add more honey, but I'm going to use a different type of honey. This one's slightly different. Always try to use very similar honeys. This one's a little old. This is from my last batch. This one's another Ozark Mountain based honey company. I'm going to make this mead my bitch. And this is just the beginning. There's a lot of aging that's involved with this and a lot of fermenting. So, now that that's done, I use a yeast, which is primarily I focus on Red Star yeast. I don't know if you guys can see that. I hope you can see that. Red Star yeast is really good for wines, and since mead is wine, it's borderline. Just use it. It's a good yeast. It's easy to measure out. It's healthy. Just do it. Now, in this particular instance, this one's already been pre-packed for the right size that I need for an entire gallon. Normally, I always did small batches before this, and I never did anything large. So effectively, here's what we're doing: is we're doing one full packet because I used to have to like pre-measure everything out. What I'm going to do is I added that entire packet to that. I'm going to take the spoon that I already sanitized. I'm going to be stirring the crap out of this mead because I want that yeast to get in there. I want it to be nice and strong. Now that I've done that, I need to take my Yeast Nutrients. And what does it say it wants? It's per gallon 1 teaspoon. Okay. Well, this helps keep it healthy. This helps keep the aging process sped up just here. Teaspoon. Verify that again. 1 teaspoon. Excellent. I love it. And I literally didn't even have to stir that in. As soon as I plopped it down, oh, come on. The whole thing just took it. It just readily accepted it. It was just like, take me. Wash that. Throw those away. I'm going to try. Oh, yeah. I just added a little extra teaspoon of the spice. I'm not sure how to react spicing it prior. Prior to the fermentation process. I've always done it post fermentation process, but we're about to find out how this works with this large batch. That's what this entire one is about. This is my first large batch. We're going to be doing the experimentation with this and see how it goes. And the fermentation time just for the yeast to be appropriate and aged well is a minimum of 3 weeks. What you want to do is you want to make sure you want to find a nice damp location to get it ready. And then now that I have effectively gotten that taken care of. This is the lid with an airlock on it, as you can see. Um, but that's pretty much it for this. I thought this would actually take longer, but I already sanitized the crap out of everything, and that took me about an hour and 20 minutes. And so, yeah, it was about close to 2 hours. So, well, guys, that's pretty much how you get everything settled. Make sure you put your batch hidden somewhere that's temperature controlled between 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Screw Celsius. America. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you leave it in there for 3 to 6 weeks. Take it out, siphon it. If it's appropriate, you get your hydrometer reading based on the bacteria and the culture. That'll actually let you know whether you're close to a beer, a wine, or anything else down low. And you can help make the adjustments to either add yeast, feed it a little bit more, add more sugar to it, which is usually a little bit cheaper than adding yeast, things like that. And then just store it in a damp, dark place. And then once that's done, if it's good, you take it out, you siphon it, make sure you don't get any of the sediment in the bottom, let everything settle down, and you send it over to a brand new container, which is why I actually have a big old classic mason jug and several separate bottling pieces for small batch bottling. That way I can go ahead and sell and get some of those out the door. But guys, I'm Maracus. You can call me Maury. You can call me Ross. Just don't call me Shirley. You're probably too young for that. Have a good day.